Good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we will start new chapter, that is chapter number 4, the clause. So without any delay, let's get started. First of all, as you can see, there are two examples given in the chapter number 4. So first of all, I am going to read, then after that I will explain. Read the following sentences carefully. C has a ring of gold, and second, C has a ring which is made of gold. So first of all, when we can see the first example, C has a ring of gold, the group of words that are printed in bold font of gold, it is phrase. Phrase is a group of words which make incomplete sense. Okay, until and unless whenever we make a sentence using this phrase, then it will make complete sense. Second sentence, we can see C has a ring which is made of gold. Here, which is made of gold, that is, we can say it is clause. How do we identify that this sentence it is clause? Because here in the clause, first of all, we should know that in clause there it contains subject as well as predicate. If there is subject, it must be clause. So in sentence A, the group of words printed in bold of gold form a phrase because it does not have a finite verb. Also, phrase does not have a finite verb whether the clause it has finite verb. In sentence B, the group of words which is made of gold has a finite verb is made and the subject which. This is called a clause. The subject is which, as you can see, which is printed in bold font. So which is subject is made is verb of gold is predicate. So here you can see the definition. A clause is a group of words that forms part of a sentence and has a subject and finite verb of its own. So, clause is also a group of words that forms a part of sentence, whether the sentence it has subject and a finite verb as well as predicate. That group of words we can say it is clause. A clause had only one finite verb. Most important thing that we should know about clause, that clause has only one finite verb. In sentence B is made is the finite verb. Finite verb change their form. Now, most important point, difference between sentence, clause and phrase. Earlier we had discussed what is sentence. Sentence is a group of words which make complete sense. Here, a phrase, a clause. What is the difference? Let's see it. Well, a phrase does not have a finite verb. Already I told you, I explained it before that a phrase does not have a finite verb, whether a clause had only one finite verb. If a sentence had only one finite verb, it means it consists of only one clause. Sentence A written above had one finite verb had, and here it is made of only one clause. If a sentence had more than one finite verb, it is made of more than one clause. Sentence B had two finite verbs and had and is made, and sent is made of two clauses. A sentence is made of as many clauses as the finite verb as it has. Now we come to know types of clause. As earlier in phrase we had discussed three types of phrase, that is noun phrase, adjective phrase and verb phrase. Like as well as we come to know in the clause, also in the clause there are three types of clause. First of all, noun clause, second adjective clause, third adverb clause. Let's start from the noun clause. Well, the definition of noun clause is a noun clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of a noun. It is a group of words. Clause also we know that clause contains subject and a predicate and the finite verb, and also work as a noun. It the group of words that work as a noun, that we can say noun clause. That here you can see the example. I expect that I shall get a prize. Here I expect. If we are unable to identify that what kind of clause in this sentence, we should we have to ask question that what expect, then write the answer, find the answer that I expect that I shall get a prize. That is subject, that I is the subject, shall get is a finite verb, a prize is the noun. Okay, that I expect that I shall get a prize. The group of word that I shall get a prize is a clause since it has a subject I and a finite verb shall get. In the above sentence, the clause answers the question expect what? What it means? It is acting as the object of the verb. It is acting as when the sentence is acting as a object of the verb expect, doing the work of a noun. Therefore, we can say that the clause is a noun clause. Hope you have understood. Now let's move. And also there are features given in the noun clause. Noun clause perform the function of a noun. A noun clause always performs the function of a noun. And how we can introduce in the sentence? By that, if, whether, who, why, how, etc. Now moving to the next clause, that is adjective clause. An adjective clause is a group of words. It is same definition, but something a little different meaning. A group of words which contain subject and predicate, but this sentence should work as an group of words should work as an adjective. As you can see, he tells a tale that sounds untrue. So that sounds untrue, it is a clause because that is a subject, sound is a finite verb, and untrue it describes about the noun tale. So whenever it describes about the noun and pronoun, it is an adjective clause. Next, last we can see, here you can see how do we identify whether the sentence has noun clause or phrase. Sentence has adjective clause or adjective phrase. Here you can see, read this sentence carefully. The book which is on the table is mine. The book on the table is mine. First sentence, when we see, there is subject which. Okay, which is subject is on the table is mine. So say it is clause. But when we look to the second example, the book on the table is mine. On the table is a phrase. It is a phrase that makes incomplete sentence until and unless we use to make a sentence. So it is called phrase. Another more example we can see, I met a man with a big beard. Here, with a big beard, it is a group of words that makes incomplete sentence. But when we make a sentence, I met a man, it means I met a man with a big beard. It is called an adjective phrase. But when we see in the second sentence, I met a man who had a big beard. Here, who is a subject? Had is a finite verb. Big beard is gives information about the noun man. So it is called an adjective clause. Hope you have understood. Last clause, that is adverb clause. Well, an adverb clause is a group of words which contain subject and predicate, but it works as an adverb. The group of words, as if someone was running after him, is a clause since it had a subject someone. Someone is subject, finite verb was running, and it tells more about the verb ran. Okay, perform the role of an adverb, that we call it an adverb clause. Position of adverb clause, it can be placed after the main clause or before it. When you can see, the boat went when the waves took it. Second example, when the sun set we returned home. So it either be placed after the main clause or before it. Features. The feature that we can see, an adverb clause performs the action of an adverb. An adverb clause called the following types of time, place, manner, and region. Adverb clause of place, when it shows the place of action, it is called an adverb clause. An adverb clause of manner, when it shows the manner of an action, it is called adverb clause of manner. Adverb clause of region, when it shows behind the reaction. When it shows the region behind the action, then we can say adverb clause of region. So here we have come to know about the clause three kinds of clause: noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. Hope you have understood it. Any problem regarding this topic, do comment in the comment section. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.